Before I buy anything, I like to read reviews. And I do. I read as many reviews as I possibly can. And I've been tipped off to potentially really bad products, whether we're talking about software, hardware, products for the house, what have you, by reading real-world reviews. Of course, I've also been a bit dissuaded when an app has, let's say, for example, a product that might be reading about, like a phone app or an iOS app or a smartphone app or whatever. If I got a tweet. Wait, what if they clone you? Oh, that would be bad. If I was reading a review and it had 5 stars, and I look at the reviews that were given 5-star ratings, and they just don't seem to be really in alignment with what the product is, like disjointed English, very general, banal, useless reviews, really. And so those 5 stars don't mean much to me. It would likely just be a ploy from the developer, setting up fake accounts or having people post reviews that really were not true reviews. They were just kind of put there in a forced way. So you got to be careful when you read a review if it seems to be glowing. Like, just, this is overboard. This is crazy. There's no way this app is a 5-star app. There's no possible way. And if it happens over and over and over again, and they seem to be, the same person posting, you just got to watch out. So, keep that in mind when you read reviews online from any website, not just an application, not just for something that you might be buying, but reviews on anything. We've given, though, some thought on how you can post a good app review, things to keep in mind. Very rarely do I bother to write app reviews. In my case, I would write app reviews for iOS. This could play out for any marketplace of applications, whether we're talking about Android, Windows Phone 7, or beyond. There are things you should do with your app review that would make it better. Hitting 5 stars and saying it was good is bad. That's bad. It's pointless. That 5 stars doesn't mean anything to me. What would mean something to me if you gave it 4 stars and you gave me a solid paragraph of why you got the app, what makes it better than the others, and where it falls short. It's more balanced. So I can look at it and say, okay, this is this person's experience. They wrote a very solid app review. They've given me reasons that they like it and reasons they don't. There are very few apps out there that are perfect. People would ask, Chris, what's your favorite app? Depends on what I'm doing. I mean, I have a lot of favorites. But if I had to give a review of an application, I would look at it and tell you what I like about it most and what I might not like about it. And hopefully the developer would be listening to possibly improve that experience, not just for me, but for other people. Lance Seidman says, I get some horrible app reviews, but what's worse is when I go to find an apps related to mine and find out the developer who talked to other reviewers was the one who badmouthed me because maybe there was an ad placed. So you got to watch out when you read reviews online. Imbalance by Design also agrees, yes, add content for clarity, even though I couldn't make that sentence any more convoluted than it was because I tripped over my own words. Should make a team that reviews apps and comes up with the most relevant ones, gets rid of the rest of them, says Zoid1919. I'm just reading from the YouTube Live comment thread or chat box, whatever you want to call it. You can't just say something sucks. And people do all the time. Your videos suck. Well, could you clarify that? Why do you think my videos suck? Well, because I don't like LEDs. Oh, okay. Don't really know how to combat that. Your videos are great. Why are they great? Because it gives me something to do with my time and you entertain me and it's better than what I can find anywhere on television. Oh, okay, well, that at least gives me some bearing. You need to do better. Well, could you tell me how? Well, don't suck. I'm just giving you constructive criticism. Dude, that's not constructive criticism. It isn't. Giving me suggestions, that would be constructive. I may disagree, I may not, take that course of action, but that doesn't mean that I'm not listening. And when you provide that kind of feedback, it's a good thing. Daz Owen great guy, member of the community, posted something on my Facebook fan page today. Well, I guess it's more than just a fan page now, because anybody can subscribe. It's my personal page on Facebook. Said, you should go back to doing the videos the way you used to. You used to get a lot more traffic. Well, I said, you're kind of incorrect, because he's asking me to do videos like I used to. This is kind of doing videos how I used to, doing it live, recording it live with a live audience, doing a lot of them in a day, and then putting them out there. Some people have remarked, Chris, you're getting far fewer views on your videos right now. I don't think you understand. One, we're getting more views overall, because whereas we used to post between 10 and 15 videos a week, we're now posting probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 plus. So each video, unless you watch it, each one, and hopefully you do, you watch more than one a day from us. I appreciate that, especially when you share it. Instead of just watching one video, you might watch 4 or 5. So our views go up. But the total view count for a video when it's initially uploaded may be smaller than it once was, because there's a lot more videos that we're producing. So overall, we are still doing what we did way back in the day, and I think we're doing it better at this point, and we are producing a lot more videos. So the video count initially may seem lower, but over time should balance out. And that's the general, feel that I've had when I've looked at the initial statistics for what we're doing with TLDR, or the Locker Gnome Daily Report, also short for Too Long Didn't Read. It's not perfect. Nothing is. But we're doing the best we can. It's as close as we can come to reporting the news in the way that we want to, and engaging the community in a way that some news programs really don't. Nix R Vid says, I try to watch a lot. Thank you. You do have a lot of videos, says JMan62458. Yes, 4,114 videos to be precise. It's a lot of videos. So, I always welcome the feedback. I do, especially when you guys care enough to, tell me what I could do better, or say, I realize that it's not perfect, you're doing your best, and offer suggestions that, may actually work out to everybody's benefit. I'm always open to feedback. Positive, constructive feedback, as are app developers. So, if you want some tips on how you could leave better feedback, specifically for app reviews, take a look at the article we wrote on LockerGnome.com. A lot of information that could prove useful for not just you, but potentially an app that you're just beginning to love.